Okay.
Okay. Seven, six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Foxy and Squid Show. It's yours truly. My name is Saki, and joined to me today, as always, is my lovely squidly friend, the Squid Erik.
I had two things. Number one, I don't care how condescending that stupid song sounds. Tomorrow really is just a day away. And number two, and of all the issues, this recent developments in life, relationships, and conundrums, it's always a joy to spread the knowledge of a little known site called FaceMate.
I'm so. You ruined it! You ruined it! You ruined it! You ruined it! You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. Not gonna get into it. Not.
What happens when you get brutal honesty from me? The lesson we've learned is to don't ask. I warned
I didn't
you.
even ask. I didn't even ask. Okay. So before we start off with the program, I just want to say, really cute guy, super cute guy. But then I send the picture of the cute guy, a so said cute guy, to Erik, and he tells me it's good, but it's bad. And I'm like, well, what could be so bad about the picture? And no. So I said to him, okay, why do you say bad? He tells me about this stupid site that supposedly you talk to people that look like you. I don't see it, but it ruined it for me.
First of all, the whole premise is, will most people find themselves attractive? So if you date someone that looks like you, obviously find them attractive. Second of all, let's get what I said straight. I said there's something I want to say. It could be good, it could be bad.
Well,
it could easily be both. I warn you.
Anywho, continuing on and moving on from this dreadful conversation, welcome back to another awesome week. So, like I promised you guys in the last episode, I have decided to finish this game. Hopefully I can within the hour. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. There's still dead babies around me. We just finished painting a horribly disfigured portrait of my lovely wife. And we are playing Layers of Fear, by the way, if the description of what I'm playing is not enough for you to figure it out. But we're going to start off with some interesting stuff. So Saki went on a cruise, right? And why do I say I went on a cruise? Well, because I watched the Dolphins games on a cruise.
Oy.
Wait. I was actually surprised. There was a lot of Dolphins fans on that cruise. We saw the game, and the whole room was filled until the second touchdown that let everybody go. So as you guys know, that Sunday it was the Patriots against the Dolphins. The Dolphins played in New England, and I'm going in circles. But we saw the game. It was a pretty fun place, because we were like all together, like, hey, Dolphins, go Dolphins, whatever. And by the second touchdown that the Patriots did, not only was I screaming at the Dolphins with everybody else screaming at them, and screaming that why Tannehill sucks balls, everybody was leaving and emptying the room after the touchdown. It was a little bit of a nice kind of like feel that we got Garoppolo out of the field with I believe what was a torn AC something?
The AC joint in his shoulder.
Okay, so yeah, we actually got him out. It was then who was it? Who was the second quarterback? I know I saw it. I just can't remember his name.
Jacoby Brissett, a rookie out of NC State.
Right. So what I want to talk about in regards to what happened there, the Dolphins lost. It's not a surprise. We'll actually go a little bit into them more about it in a bit. By the way, just so you guys know, you can hear more football talk on the Football 5. They air. When do they air, my love?
We record Tuesdays. They air Wednesdays.
So they were Football 5 records Wednesdays. Be sure to check them out on Spreaker by the W2M network. And why did it get dark? So Dolphins, they lose. We'll talk more about it, like I said. But this is so weird. But what does this mean for the Patriots? Now, how many games is Tom Brady suspended, Eric?
4. This
4.
was the second.
Okay. So he has 2 more games before he can return, right?
Yes. This is a time can't practice with the team, no communication, can't be anywhere near the stadium when they play. Yeah, this is pretty hardcore.
So, with that being said, we now have Garoppolo who will be missing 1 game. I believe it was official, correct?
I haven't heard anything official. The last official word I've said is the Patriots are hoping that he can play Thursday against Houston, but they're considering it a long shot. So,
All right.
Given the injury, if I'm a Patriots fan, I would prepare for Brissett.
So, that puts the Patriots in a predicament, does it not?
I went into this a little bit on the Football 5. This is going to be a test of the Patriots plug-and-play system. You plugged in Garoppolo, he threw for 3 touchdowns. You plugged in Matt Castle, he led you to an 11-win season. If it's really as easy a system and as well coached as they are, then the Patriots are going to be fine. But if it's not, then there's going to be some problems.
Well, so check this out, Eric. I'm actually in agreement with you. And why do I say agreement? Because the Patriots are not some novice team. You know, they're not. They don't have a brand new coach. They have Bill Belichick, who's an expert in his own right. They have an amazing team overall, both defensively and offensively. Of course, they have that plug-and-play system, which is fine because, like we said, they'll get the job done one way or another. Now, this brings me to what I believe, as you said, that the Patriots are not in such a predicament. Are they in an unusual predicament? Yes, they are, because they have 2 good quarterbacks that are out of the game, one of them being gone for 4 games, another one probably being gone for an indefinite amount, depending on how well he heals. And with that being said, what will it ultimately mean for the Patriots? Not much, actually. Like you said, maybe if they'll lose one or 2 games, but it's not going to be the end of the world for them. And when I saw the game against the Dolphins, it just kind of made me feel like the Patriots got this. This is like a piece of cake to them. This is like pieces of honey for them. A cup of tea with some lemon on top and etc., etc. Now, let's talk the Dolphins. I mean, what really is there to talk about the Dolphins except that they cannot stop being hesitant? They keep playing hesitant, Eric.
And the fact that they're god-awful unless they're facing a third-string quarterback, which, incidentally enough,
they did.
Explains why Vegas has them as a 10-point favorite against the Browns on Sunday.
Because they're playing a third-string quarterback?
Yes, Cody Kessler, a rookie from USC, the 5th different Browns starting quarterback in 5 games.
I'm just disappointed. And you know what? I won't even say disappointed, because what did I tell you, Eric? Not looking forward to anything being done.
Exactly.
Not looking forward. Now,
fire's gonna stay a dumpster fire.
Now, I will say this, though. That Tannehill better get the F out, because I've been saying it from the very beginning. He can't throw. He's not made for a position as a quarterback. During the game against the Patriots, excuse me, he could not stop hesitating. Now, granted, the defense was not bad. I mean, the defense I believe for the Dolphins was at its average. You know, they let some passes fly by them. They let some steals and whatnot by them. It was regular, average for me. Offensively, I see no improvement. no improvement that I am even satisfied with, and I blame it on majority actually on Tannehill. And Tannehill, it's just like it's not even how the numbers don't cannot. I'm sure we'll explain it, right, Eric? Numbers will
Well,
explain it.
yes and no.
Well, yes and no.
He had great numbers, but a lot of those were in garbage time. And I'm gonna pose a question to you.
Yes.
Tannehill's gone, hypothetically.
Hmm.
Who do you get?
I believe we actually had this conversation before, have we not?
Yes,
I
and we're
believe
going
it.
to have it again.
I believe it was on a past episode of SCU and Saki, right? I remember this very clearly. We get almost nothing.
And who do you get to replace him?
Um, I think it was a rookie. It was some rookies, right? From the draft or something like that.
So you're willing to go ahead. Basically, my point is, even if you get rid of Tannehill, he's not the only problem, and things aren't going to be immediately solved.
No, and I'm not saying that they need to be immediately solved, Eric. I'm actually not saying that because I know that the Dolphins is an actual team that needs a lot of improvement, not just defensively, but like as the organization as a whole. However, I'd rather start taking those chances now than stick with Tannehill and keep ending up with the same outcome over and over again when we know that it's not working out.
Okay, but again, and we talked about this ad infinitum, that's an issue where, just like with the Browns and a few other teams, you need to clean house in the organization. Once the organization is on a certain page, then you can start winning. The Dolphins aren't even close.
And like I said, I agree with you. They are not even close. However, I want to start taking chances now. Me as a fan, I just want to start taking those chances now instead of having to wait for the same thing over and over again.
But would you want this organization to take those chances? Historically, that hasn't gone well. This is my argument.
It's just from honestly, in my opinion, I'm more of like a risk taker, you could say, and I just want them to start fixing the problems. And I think one of the big problems is Tannenhill, and once we take out one big part of the problem, we can start fixing the other problems by putting someone else or doing that plug and play system where it somehow comes out right. It's frustrating.
But the thing is, it goes a lot deeper. Say for the Giants, Eli Manning's rookie season out of Ole Miss. Do you know who the starting quarterback was at the beginning of that year?
I do not.
Kurt Warner, veteran guy, few years removed from his Super Bowl appearances, winning a title with the Rams. They wanted him as a veteran presence. It was working well. The Giants were 5-3. They were being talked about as a pick for the playoffs. What did they do? They took a risk, big risk. Benched Warner, put in Eli Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Manning went 1-7 as a starter that season. Kurt Warner went on to win in Arizona, but the organization, turns out, knew what they were doing. Look at where he is right now, complete with 2 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers, they took a risk, putting in Roethlisberger week 1 early in his rookie season. He rattled off 8-9 wins. They wound up going like 15-1. He's got a Super Bowl ring. And you're talking about fixing a big part of the problem. What is on the field isn't a big part of the problem. Is Tannehill a big part of the problem of what's going on the field? Yes. But if you want to take these risks and have things play out to where you're in a better position, you need people in place at the top who know what they're doing, that they can take these risks. The current staff, ownership, general manager, the whole front office, when they take risks, it ends up going down in flames. So, as much as I agree that things need to change, changing things on the field is the least of your priorities.
Mm, I.
Basically, it's just like the Browns. Until the Browns get their act together as an organization, they're going to be doomed to failure.
You do have a point. You do have a point. The Dolphins overall are playing just hesitant gameplay, and if you're trying to win against a team like Seattle, like the Patriots, and rats are flying all over the damn floor, you're playing hesitantly when these guys don't play hesitantly. They're already thinking about their move tomorrow than while you're thinking about their move today. Like, that's how quick and how certain they are about their plays and about their moves. And if you're playing like the Dolphins are playing, the chances of you actually even winning a game against such organizations and such teams are slim to none.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, give us a little bit of a recap, Eric, for our football fans.
Oh, well, Dolphins, I mean, there's floating around to where there should be a rule to where you play against your third string quarterback. I would personally tend to agree. Nevertheless, another disappointment, another almost, as Jarvis Landry put it, you're 0-2. Hurricanes fans, meanwhile, uh, I am going on record and saying I am sticking to my 1 year personal probation. However, if that probation were not in place, I would be very impressed. I say that because facing a tough team like Appalachian State, and yes, they're a tough team, aside from one blip early in the second half, little bit of strange play calling inside the 5 yard line, cost a touchdown. The Mountaineers drove down the field, scored, but it turned out to be insignificant. Miami went on the road, rolled, are now 3-0, and are now ranked 13th, if I remember correctly. Either 13th or 15th in the country. So, not everything's perfect, but there's a lot more positive signs than negative signs. I'll say that. And yeah, if you're a Florida State fan, don't expect me to have any sympathy for you after the shellacking you took to Louisville. Lamar Jackson, Heisman Trophy candidate. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so why don't we move a little bit to some pop culture since you gave us some of that football stuff. Remember, again, to check out the Football 5 every Wednesday. They'll be having their episodes posted. I wonder if I can crouch. Can I crouch? No, I cannot. And they will be recording every Tuesday, so be sure to check them out. I'll be making sure I get those retweets out for you guys anyhow.
As a quick side note,
yes.
This is about the one time in my life where I will ever hate Canadians.
Oh my god, this is a code. I fucking hate codes. What's a comedian? What's a Canadian? Why do...
Yeah, the World Cup of Hockey is going on, and just as I say that, they scored again. It's a must-win game for the U.S. If they lose, they're pretty much done. And Canada is up 4-1 halfway through the second period. I am not a fan of this.
Oh, this is a puzzle. I don't like puzzles. I'm sorry. I don't like puzzles.
That's okay. I said I wanted to talk about the World Cup of Hockey, and yeah, that. Boy, am I disappointed.
I'm sorry. You know that I haven't really paid attention much to hockey.
Well, that's because this regular season hasn't even started. And Panthers fans, yes, I know Ekblad has a concussion, but they're saying that the lingering history shouldn't take too much of an effect. So let's just breathe deep, get through training camp, and hopefully he'll be ready to go for the regular season. That's what counts. And also, yes, I've gotten into some interesting discussions about Russia.
No. Oh yeah,
And by the
okay.
way, your Marlins, sorry, but they're done.
Yeah, I know they're done. I, uh, it's not surprising to me, although the amount of faith we have in Giancarlo Stanton is scaring me.
Well, that's because of the, what, 200 plus home runs that have gone at least 460 feet in Major League Baseball in his career. He has 24 of them.
Okay.
And again, that's another organization in Miami that has a lot of issues and pretty much needs to be scrapped and rebuilt. But we've gone over that before.
Yes, we've gone over extensively, and I completely agree with you. Did this work? Please tell me this worked. No, it did not. I gotta look at that puzzle again. The next item on our list for some pop culture, the Emmys happened this weekend, which I never really pay attention to because as I told you guys before, my opinions on these awards is frankly little to none. However,
were they this weekend or were they last night?
it's still considered this weekend, Eric.
Only in terms of football.
Remember, Saki came from vacation. Saki is still on the Bahamas, still drinking.
Squid had
alright?
to go to work, so that's different.
What else? Anyways, the Emmys were this past. Look at that. I put a little quotation on there. Past weekend.
You put the quotations on the wrong part. Shouldn't it be weekend in the quote?
It's past. I'm emphasizing. You know what? I'm not getting this. I'm gonna let you. Just like Lemonade by Beyonce had to let Greece win, and I'm saying that sarcastically because let's be honest. Anybody who wanted Lemonade to win is clearly a Beyonce fan and just wanted her to win anything.
I can't dissect that, although, hey, if that means I get to hook up with Becky with the good hair, then so be it. I get what I want in that situation.
Okay, so check this out, right? I remember talking about Grease Live with in the SCU and Saki show after I actually watched it. I was very happy with it. I explained to everybody that it was an awesome production for what it was, which was a theatrical approach to the movie live on television, succeeding failed musical adaptations on live television such as Peter Pan and The Sound of Music. Although The Sound of Music was fairly okay, just not enough for what it was meant to be. Now,
what about The Wiz?
I didn't see that. Is that the Wizard of the Oz one?
Yes.
Okay. See, not really. Give me 1 second, because I'm trying to figure out this puzzle, and I think I got it, because it's about a cat and a dog and a rat. Is on the note, the code will be needed for opening for, in this case, oh, it's a cat. Okay, I got it. I got the code now. I'm such an idiot. Anyways, so when I spoke to you guys about in the SCU and Saki show episode about Grease Live, I was explaining that not only was it successful, that it was actually good, it made the movie proud, it brought a new little bit of flavor to the actual story in its entirety, but it also impressed me on the production value that it has, which is that these actors spanned across an entire set and studio and had to run around in golf carts before the next scene would air and keep in time with commercials. And that says a lot, because think about it. In movies you have set times to be on different sets and for different scenes. So you have the ability to edit, you have the ability to do multiple takes, you have an array of possibilities and abilities to actually come out with something good. Now when you're doing a production that is live, you also have a certain of ability as well, especially if you're on Broadway, because you're still on one set, but you're changing the scenes around. You're making it more adaptable to what the scene in the script is. Grease Live wasn't like that. Grease Live literally had to travel between different sets and scenes so that it could come out to what we, the fans, wanted. So as a production value, I was very happy and very pleased with. Now comes the winning of the Emmys. And like I said, it was a great. I don't really care for Emmys. 591. Remember that, Eric, for me, please, because I'm terrible with numbers.
Okay.
591. So with that being said, we have the Emmys, and it comes to the greatest to great theatrical production. I believe it was or great production, video production. It was 159, right?
591.
591. Okay, I think it was 15. The way I just told you that. Anyways, don't worry.
No worries. You just asked me to remember.
I know. I just needed the 3 numbers. Then comes Lemonade, right? It's considered a nomination. That's fine. You know, it is what it is. I'm okay. I wouldn't agree with it if I was a nominator, but whatever. It is what it is. But then you expect, like, the fans of Beyonce expect that video, Lemonade, I'm assuming it's a video, I haven't really seen the whole thing, but album, video, music video, whatever you want to call it, you would assume that Beyonce would win.
It's a video album.
Video album.
Like that. Yes.
Okay, okay. You see, this is where, I'm glad you actually specified that, Eric, because this is where I don't understand why Beyonce has to win that award when the Emmys are awards to appreciate video and show production, like video. I mean in movies, theatrical, or show production, such as the Stranger Things, such as I don't know, Dr. Phil or something like that. I'm just spouting out names, but it's meant for that, not meant for music videos or musical albums. So, when I found out that fans of Beyonce were upset that she didn't win that award, I was like, well, what's it to you? She's won other awards. Excuse me. She's won other awards. The music industry practically belongs to her in the case of fandom and also in awards as well. And why is this code not working?
Well, especially now, simply because Taylor Swift, people are finally getting sick of her, in my relief.
Well, yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift, like I said, all good stuff comes to an end at some point or another.
How the hell was any of that good?
I'm saying, what I mean by good stuff, I mean by, like, what I mean by is, like, fans will get tired, etc., etc. And that's what I mean. I'm not talking about good, even though I do like some of her music, but that's my secret. Nobody needs to know about that.
Yeah, you mean the lamppost, okay. Even though I will go on record and say she looks like a damn cartoon character.
No, she does a little bit. But that's besides the point. Beyonce doesn't belong in that category for the Emmys. She belongs in the music category. Granted.
Fine, but this begs the question then.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying about how her fandom, the Beehive, should all be in an uproar, in their panties and wads, prepared to fling at random people because she didn't win. Okay. Have you ever thought to question not so much why she was nominated, but who even nominated her?
I have not asked that question, actually.
That's the question you should be asking, not why her fan base is upset that she didn't win. You hit the nail on the head, now you have to run with that.
I'm glad though that, I will say this, that I'm glad that Grease won the Emmy for that though. Because, like I said, it's piano music just started playing. Oh my god. like I said before, it's just something that I really was impressed by this adaptation, and then to see it go through the way it went through, and all the situations that aroused from it deserved that Emmy. I don't see that from Beyonce. If you tell me Video Music Award, then yeah, she should win all of that for that album if she really thinks she deserves it and her fans think she does deserve it. But not for something that involves theatrical actresses' approaches on different musical adaptations. Like it doesn't fit in my mind. It does not fit in my mind.
No, and again, this is why I have my opinions about Hollywood and award shows, but unfortunately, this is exactly how it happened.
Well, I just found out that my wife wanted to kill me. That's very assuring. I'm so
That explains a lot given this game.
yeah, it sure does. It sure does. Not gonna lie, the wife creeps me out. Like my own wife scares me, but it's cool. You know,
Well, what
she
do you
does.
expect from a woman that wants to kill you?
I don't know, forgiveness. But then again, I can't really find myself to forgive a guy that is a drunk bastard and pretty much screams at me because I had an accident that configured of burns and scars.
Well, see, there you go. I mean, so everybody knows the tirade you unleashed on me at the start of the show, and that was completely tame compared to this.
You deserve it though. How could you tell me about that, man? It's bad enough that like I look at myself, I'm like, oh no, I don't think anybody would get it for me. But then you tell me that, I'm like, no.
Well, I told you it could be good, could be bad, and I even said to our wonderful producers and the fine people that are broadcasting the show, I'm like, I'm in a little bit of a situation here. This could go south, so kind of on you.
It's not on me. It's not on me. But anyways.
And besides, I mean, if you're going down the road of brutal honesty in that regard, no one on second thought that's an off-air conversation.
Oh, what is that conversation about?
Just don't worry.
Well, no. You brought it up now. You brought it up. You gotta tell it to me now.
I mean, of course, certain senses, sensibilities, and proclivities prohibit me from discussing the finer details of this situation, but go along the lines of conversations that we've had in the past.
Uh-huh.
Take it from there.
Okay. So that's why you think it's a good thing.
Well, I'd say from my personal perspective, yes. You're the one, all the mojo and the juju in your head. Besides, I've got my own deals that I've been confronted with as far as my relationships with the fairer sex.
So Beauty and Beast makes 25 years. Did you know that?
Yes. Trust me, they've been hyping that up.
Well, I think it's actually something. It's like kind of like a positive light in light of like, oh my gosh, shit's about to go down again. It's a painting after all. It's a painting after all.
You know, when you said it's about to go down again, I was thinking about this image of these new types of mints that I had recently discovered via Facebook. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on here.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so marks 25 years, and I wanted to discuss on how interesting these Disney movies. I say Disney movies because obviously it's the 25th year anniversary for Beauty and the Beast,
which is extremely fitting thanks to Hurricane Gaston.
Right?
Was that clever timing?
It really was. But I just I want to say that this is kind of like an impressive moment for a lot of us especially my age, that we kind of grew up with that movie, and we compare it to the animations of today. And if you ask me, I would say personally that Beauty and the Beast meets the animations of today's like expectations. Granted, it's in 2D, and it's a little bit old for its time and whatever. But at the time that it was made, I think that it says a lot of how much it has set those expectations, and it's still setting expectations for other animations. We look at like let's take The Princess and the Frog, for example. Another and not so recent, but in this millennium movie, the animation that movie has, Beauty and the Beast has set that expectation, has set the record high, set the bar high enough so that when these animations come through, they reach it, and if they cannot make it, they at least meet it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? Really, Eric? Really? Really?
What? Really what? It's not my fault that I discovered an Instagram account dedicated entirely to redheads.
That's a redhead mint?
Oh, no. Oh, that. Yeah. Yes, really. You had mentioned that phrase. Those are the mints that I thought of.
Oh, that's a big ass painting. That is a big ass painting. Why is there a big ass painting in my face? That is not to be mentioned. Oh, you know, then there's an eye. And why is there an eye? And what the hell is going on?
Did you dare call it a one-eyed monster?
Oh! Why? Why are you always... Oh, it's a red eye!
Hey, you may really need those mints afterward, and you might want to see a doctor.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
saying.
Beauty and the Beast sets high expectations. Oh my god, this is such an acid trip, man. What do you think about this, Eric? What do you think about this whole Beauty and the Beast reaching 25 years and actually setting that bar? Or do you agree with me that it sets the bar and expectation for Disney movies?
Well, yes and no. I think it really went beyond the bar because as times change, expectations change. We all know the Disney classics like your Fantasia, like Beauty and the Beast, like Aladdin, like a few others, but we can all agree that those are your rarest of your rare gems. Everything collides, the animation's done right, the voices are done right, the plot, the story behind it, everything just convalesces and creates what some describe as once in a generation, once in a lifetime, once in 100 years, once in 1,000 years, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But as Disney evolved, and especially with their association with Pixar, they knew they had to adapt to modern times.
Right.
But in adapting to modern times, the 3D animation, the CGI, they know they can, as the commercials always say, oh, this is going in the vault for another decade, or how many other years, etc., etc. They can go back and have that nostalgia and say, this is the way that things kind of used to be. This is how far we've come from this, or this is something that's timeless.
Right.
And I think in that regard, Beauty and the Beast has done very well, better than a few of their films that they have in their vault. So while this is a moment to mark, it's a moment to mark in a lot of ways.
Fair enough, fair enough. You know that they're going to have the live action movie, which I've spoken to you about plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super excited, looking forward to it. Do you think that action movie is going to live up to the expectation that there is ink dripping down the walls? Live up to the expectation that the animated movie has in fans? Do you think it's really gonna bring out that timeless masterpiece as the original animation came out with?
No.
No. And,
I really don't.
and I think I know why, because you think it's just kind of cashing out what's already great.
Exactly. Not to mention,
Holy
animated
shit.
stuff almost never translates well to live action. No matter how many Japanese musicals of Naruto or The Prince of Tennis exist.
And Sailor Moon. Don't forget Sailor Moon.
Yeah, but they're not as hardcore. Needless to say, with Sailor Moon, you could start out with it being Sailor Moon, and then you could turn it into live action La Blue Girl. But then again, that would involve a lot more plastic tubes.
Say what?
That all I'm gonna say is that's your homework assignment for next week.
Fair
Look up
enough.
live action La Blue Girl, and you'll understand.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You brought up a good point about successfully translating animated movies into
Not to mention, there was a very funny skit
mhm.
a couple of years ago. It's a couple-minute clip on YouTube where it's Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and she's like living in the ghetto and walking through.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's very funny. So people are hanging their hats on that, oddly enough.
That, as I was saying about that as well, you look at movies like Tarzan, like The Jungle Book, like Cinderella. I think the only one out of those three names, Cinderella, did relatively okay, and I think it was more visual effects more than anything.
Well, that's because Cinderella is so easy to work with if you're doing live action. You don't have to rely on visual effects like you would, especially for the Jungle Book, or particular casting like you would with Tarzan. And that's why I say some things don't translate. If you have a solid base where you can go from medium to medium to medium, okay, that can work because you're tweaking it. But if you have to make all of these dramatic shifts to the point to where it's in your overhaul, that's going to be bad.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right. And I think if anything, the movie that we're gonna see from Beauty and Beast will be great, like effects wise, but it's not gonna give the fans the same traditional value that the animation gives it, which is
Hmm.
sad because it is such a beautiful movie, um, but it's not gonna give that lasting effect that it deserves.
Right.
There is a secret
Absolutely.
compartment here. There is a secret compartment here. Why is there a secret compartment here? And I swear to God, if something pops out of my face, I'm gonna scream. That is not. Okay. What?
I mean, would you rather have it pop out of your face than into your face? I mean, if you think about
Eric, what did we? No, Mr. Squiddy, no, Mr. Squiddy,
it.
bye, Mr. Squiddy. Squiddy, you need to tone it down right now, Mister.
I don't know. I'm like John Carlos Stanton. I see a fastball coming over the plate. I'm launching that SOP 470 feet. It's that kind of night.
Squiddy.
Make your call to the bullpen if you have
Why
to.
is there a dead rat? There was a dead rat. That's an ugly ass dead rat. This game is such an acid trip, man. Ooh, it's another acid trip. Oh, it's my wife again. Oh, get me
For
out of
someone
here.
who's calling this an acid trip, you're far too sober.
Oh, fuck this,
I'm
fuck
just putting
this.
that over there. I'm putting that out there.
Oh, that was a weird stuff right there. Why is she crying? Go away. Oh, what the hell, man? I'm really getting creeped out. Eric, why am I getting creeped out?
You tell me. You're the one that decided to play this again.
Why is this here? What? A little pain goes along the way. I think I'm gonna kill someone. Oh, I don't want to kill someone. I don't want to kill someone. I hope it's my wife though that I kill because my wife sucks. Not. I'm gonna shut up now. Talk to me about baseball, Eric. Give us some sports stuff.
Well, the good news is there's 2 weeks left in the season.
Of what?
The regular season for Major League Baseball.
Ah.
2 weeks from now, you're heading into the playoffs. And unfortunately, the bad news is the Yankees, despite all of their crap and mediocrity, are still
Going.
somewhat in it. Which, yeah. I mean, I get the fact that Red Sox Yankees is this historic rivalry, but heck, can we just go ahead and admit that it peaked pretty much in 2010? I mean, the Yankees have won their lone title this century back in '09. The Red Sox finally got rid of their curse to the point to where they've won 3 rings in the past 12 years. But I mean, really, what's the drama? They're not the only 2 teams in the division anymore. Baltimore's proved that. Toronto has proved that. It's just like, give me a break. But on the other hand, I think the Cubs have finally taken my advice about the GOAT, and now as NL Central champions, let's see if they can actually translate this to their first World Series appearance since 1945. Plus, I have a friendly wager with my friend in South Carolina. I'm predicting a Dodgers-Giants brawl in the first at-bat after what happened between Madison Bumgarner and Yasiel Puig last night. I mean, Nationals are back. The Mets have bad luck. Their pitching has gone from great to terrible and injured. Other than that, couple races going on, but they're going to be overshadowed again.
God, I hope my wife doesn't come out at me, man. She's gonna kick my ass. And it's not gonna be pretty. I hope you guys all know that I'm scared, like, really badly right now. Like, it's not funny. None of this is funny.
Well, hey, at least you're scared instead of upset. That's an improvement.
I'm still upset. Talk to me about your weekend, Eric, because I know we skipped that in the last episode, and I apologize for that. There was just so many things going on, and I felt so horribly after that.
That's okay. Needless to say, there's conundrums.
Conundrums?
Yes.
What do you mean by conundrums?
Alright. There is... Let's call this a party that I've been invited to.
Yeah.
That I'm going to tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
If the party remains successful, I will be in a very good mood.
Is this I'm just gonna put it out there, is this a get some party?
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But then at the same time, I had
Damn, boy! You go!
well, since you threw it out there, I mean, when you get certain text messages and certain things, when you're in the know, you're in the know. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. You do you, man, you do you. You do you.
But see, part of this is oddly enough a monkey wrench in the conundrum.
Oh god, I turned on a light switch and she's right outside my door. Why did I turn that on? Why did I turn that on?
That's what she said?
Literally, actually, quite literally, actually, because I turned on that not elevator, I turned on that light switch and she came out, literally. This game, bro, this game. I need like, oh my god, I need 2 things to complete the painting, and I'm on my like second to last one. And I just want to finish this game so I can delete it from my computer and forget that this ever happened. And I'm not gonna lie, the next one that I'm gonna be doing is the spooky house, the jump scare, the one where I had the little cake hat and everything. And that's not gonna fly well too well with me. The stuff that I do for you guys, man.
Well, hey, just think, you're not in my conundrum with people trying to potentially. Okay, how can I put this? You know how far of a drive it is from South Carolina to Sarasota?
Quite a long while.
9 hours.
Yeah.
And then another 4 hours to go here, and then 5 hours to complete the circuit.
Right.
Long story short, I have a friend
Right.
who was willing to make that circuit for me.
Oh.
But there were some issues in Sarasota. So,
How big issues? How big issues?
mm,
Big.
baby daddy drama issues.
Oh, you are the father. Not that way, but.
No, but funny you mentioned that, and I'll explain that later.
Maury
So,
Popovich.
Povich. So that got interrupted, and she had to head back home. Normally, in these kind of situations, I get some sort of inebriated.
Uh-huh. Which
And
I just want to mention, by the way, that in the Bahamas it's legal to drink at 18, right?
I believe so, yes.
Well, yes. Drank a pina colada and a lemon with vodka. Felt nothing.
Did you happen to try any of their rum?
No.
That's why.
But I thought vodka was pretty strong, though.
Yeah, it depends on the vodka.
Mm.
If it's a light, like a Three Olives or a Smirnoff, which is good straight but has a lot of flavors and it's good for mixing,
Mm-hmm.
those are okay.
I
But if
also
it's
I
in,
I also didn't drink all of it. I just took a couple of sips, but even then I was like, I don't see anything good about
well,
drinking.
well, first of all, you had to drink all of it, and again, if it's absolute or if it's Grey Goose, your more top shelf stuff, that will definitely knock you out. I've had my own experiences with those. The
Anywho.
best the best thing is if you can smell it, it's strong. If you can't, not so bad.
It
It
was
didn't
it was okay. I really didn't see anything too big about it. Like big in the sense of like I drank it like whoop de doo.
yeah, again, this is why I always say, and this is kind of what I did. Granted, I started with Smirnoff, but I go mostly towards ciders. They taste great. Some of them are pretty sweet, and they're light to moderate on alcohol, so it's not too bad on you.
Mhm.
Just a suggestion.
Okay. Well, when I'm in the Bahamas or when I'm 21, I'll remember that.
No, if you go back to the Bahamas, get their rum. Trust me.
I
Anyways, hmm?
I will. I will.
Okay. So, anyways, I'm there inebriated, laying on my couch in my usual outfit, like I do, and I
Mhm.
happen to send a Snapchat about it, and she responds back, and we get to talking, and we've
Mhm.
been talking,
Mhm.
both before and since. Turns out someone has feelings.
Oh, which someone?
Me to an extent, but she's
Oh.
expressed hers more.
Oh, and the wife is back again.
The reason why I said the whole thing about the baby daddy thing is because she has actually said, and I've saved it, that she wishes I was the baby daddy instead of the one she has to deal with.
Oh.
So, fast forward to today, I get another message. turns out she had made plans, everything situated with her mom and babysitting, that she would make a surprise visit straight here to me.
Mm-hmm.
That hit a bit of a snag, but once that gets resolved, she's here and she actually wants to spend a couple days.
No, 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 no. I don't want to see. I don't want to see the wife. The wife can stay in that door. Thank you very much. I don't want to see the wife. Freak the wife. Freak the wife. She can go to hell. We're already in hell, but she can go into deeper hell. I don't want to see the wife. F that. F that.
Well, if it's your wife, isn't that kind of the
Nope.
Yep.
It's death till us part. She's already dead. We already parted. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And the stupid. Oh my god, the stupid. Oh my god, the stupid telephone. I know I just said like a bunch of stuff, but my mind is going 1,000 places. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. It actually gave you a chance to respond to a message that I actually got from her.
Oh, look at you, Pikachu.
I. It, you
Right.
had me until the Pikachu thing, and also as a tidbit, um, yeah,
Uh-huh.
certain senses and sensibilities.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I just want to give out a shout out. We're actually close to coming to the end of the show. I just sent Sean, our lovely producer. Thank you, Sean, for hosting us. Really appreciate it, Mew. Um, I just want to give out a huge love and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I reached one goal, and that was reaching 50 subscribers. And I'm super happy that we were able to do it. And I really want to thank you guys for such an awesome treat. I'm hoping to finish this before we end the show, the game. But thank you so much for everything, and it's just amazing to see that one goal is met and there's room for more. So thank you, 50 subscribers that are with me, and I hope to see more in the future. And yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. I know I'm one of those subscribers, and I will say this. A lot of energy, great videos. You will definitely not be disappointed, even if you're only trying to while away an idle hour. And I take it by now, you were just about to say something.
No, actually continue.
No, I was going to say, you take it by now, I didn't hear your phone go off, so I was curious.
Oh. Oh, I got something? Me got something?
Yes.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
So, yeah, that.
Now, curiosity. Does it make you feel awkward?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. Alright, so you're accepting of it. You're accepting of what she does.
Absolutely. And considering is how, I tend to use that name.
Oh!
You get the general gist.
Oh, no, I do. Okay, that says, what does that number say? That says 363. Remember that number, please.
Okay. Well,
363.
Well, actually, yeah, that's just 11 times 33. A palindrome.
No! Do not go with me. Do not go through that shit, please.
I just.
My wife just called me. It's what, 363?
Yes. 3 times 11 squared.
How do I use a rotary dial phone?
Okay, you put your finger in the hole for the number, and then you turn the dial all the way to that little hook thing, and then it spins back. So you put it in the 3, push down, and it would click 3 times. You put it in the 6, you push it down, it would click back 6 times. Then you put it in the 3 again and push down,
No,
and it
no,
would
no, I
click
need to do
back.
this again. I need to do this again. Okay, thank you, Eric. That actually makes a lot more sense.
How the hell is it that I'm the one? I forget you're
No,
not
no,
old
no.
enough to know what a rotary phone is.
The thing is, the puzzle involves a rotary phone.
Yeah, and that's why I say I forget you're not old enough to know what a rotary phone or
3.
is too much and how to use it. That's the second time tonight I felt
Did
ancient.
that work? No, that didn't work. Oh my god, it looks like we're gonna have to have this game up for another week! I don't want to do this game another week. This game scares me. I guess it worked. Oh, I guess it really did work. Okay. Oh, it's ringing again. I thought it worked.
Yeah, rotary phones are very tricky like that. And I'm not even going to get into the whole picture situation
Oh my
with that conundrum.
god. I don't want to do this again. It's 363. Then why won't
Yes.
it work? Ugh. Stupid rotary phone. You see, this is why I'm glad we invented cell phones.
Oh, you have any idea the gap between rotary phones and cell phones?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm glad we invented cell phones.
But okay, you realize more people had landlines than they did cell phones
There's
as
another phone
recent as
here.
2005?
There's another phone here. Where's the other phone?
Not to mention, don't even get me started about having to use a payphone.
I'm at a payphone trying to call. I did karaoke, BTW. I embarrassed myself with karaoke on the cruise. I'm so proud.
What song did you pick?
18 by Ed Sheeran.
You know what? That's actually not too bad.
I know.
But I wonder exactly how many people realize what that song is about.
I actually sang that song because of that reason, but I don't think anybody understood.
I, I,
Yes. Yes.
you know what? Never mind. No,
Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm gonna
All right.
connect the
Cool.
dots myself.
Alright, cool. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to stop this here because I can't figure out the puzzle, and honestly, it's just gonna waste more time if I do. Time that we don't have. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys again for being my 50 subscribers. Be sure to put a like and a subscribe on the video on YouTube. I'll be sure to have it posted this week. Also, check out the show on the Spreaker W2M Network app. It's actually the other way around, but either or, you can visit the website Spreaker.com and you can check out the W2M Network. Not only will you find our show, the Foxy and Squid Show, but you'll also find the Football 5, Wrestling Max. As you see, this is why I need a list of all the shows. But you'll find all the shows. We cover everything from sports to pop culture, which is where we land on the other extreme, plus a bunch of other nonsense on our show. And thank you guys again for enjoying. We hope you guys did enjoy this video. My name is Saki. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Sakura_Steph309. Follow my channel, Sakura Saki. Eric, the floor is yours.
I thought that your YouTube channel was the other way around.
It's actually Saki Sakura. I don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Anyways, I am the Squid. Follow me at Squid Sports Head. You mentioned at the Football 5. Follow them on Twitter. Another show where you can hear my dulcet tones. At Inside_Arena. We got This Week in the AFL. Going to be covering the Chinese League. Got a couple of major interviews coming up in the next week or two. So definitely stay tuned for that. Anywhere you find the Squid, you're going to find sports or something of that nature. Maybe tentacles if you look hard enough, maybe not.
Oh God, why did you bring up the tentacles?
How can you be one without the other? And Especially when you watch live action The Blue Girl, you'll understand even more.
You know what? Not gonna get into it. We'll get into it next week.
And it's
Thanks.
actually a very funny incident that I discovered via Twitter. Yeah, tentacles are more popular than you think, especially when you're talking about live action stuff.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next Tuesday, same time as every time, 9 o'clock Eastern, and we'll try to be live in the following episodes. So thanks again, guys. See you guys in the next episode, Muse.
Do your homework and don't forget to be awesome.
Bye, Muse.